It's flooded again in our area. I feel so sorry for the students. They have to wade through the floodwaters just to get home. Their shoes will be soaked again.
Yeah, your school is flooded again. It's really unfortunate here, Gilvan. Classes get suspended whenever there is flooding. But why is it like this? People are still smiling despite the flooding.
Well, that's just natural for us Filipinos. We tend to smile even when the situation isn't something to smile about. But sometimes I feel like that attitude is taken advantage of. I mean, there should be proper flood control systems and measures in place so we don't have to keep dealing with situations like this all the time, right? I really wish the kids had access to free Wi-Fi and gadgets at home, or at least in their barangays, whenever there's a storm or severe weather like this. That way, they could still continue learning even when classes are suspended.
I agree with you, but even in situations like this, at least your class and you still manage to study through Google Meets.
Have a new lesson, and this one is the sign referent. Today we're going to study the lamb by William Blake, and also the tiger, also by William Blake. And we also have the road not taken by Robert Frost.
Learning objectives. 1. Identify the signifiers and referents in the lamb and the tiger. Number 2. Explain the meaning of selected signs and symbols in the poems. Number 3. Analyze how the signs and referents express individual and communal values.
And say an alien friend, okay, ask about the images that she sees in our planet. What would you tell her when she asks what's the meaning of the following signs? Okay, these are just simple, but remember, she's an alien to our planet, so she does not know. All right, let's hear from.
For red stoplight means stop. And for number 2, green light, which means go. For thumbs up might mean good job. For the red heart in messenger might mean I love you or love. And a smile from Sir Flandes might suggest that he is happy right now.
And great, very good. I really like that explanation, Ms. Zapanta. Okay, a smile from Sir Flandes. If you're gonna ask me as one of the workers or teachers in our school, means you're doing a nice job. Sir Flandes always wants everybody to smile on everyone, to be positive, okay, not to be snob. But sign and meanings could be complicated too. For example, we have two best pals here, Kobe and Gasol of Lakers. But in 2008, Kobe, bumped Gasol intentionally, sending him down to the floor as if he is not his best friend, as if he is not a co-Laker, a buddy, a teammate. Why is such that action? No? Bakit kaya niya ginawa yan, So, let's let's look at this, okay? Let's have somebody to read this. Let's have Wilsel of grade 9 Archimedes. As long as you're listening, All right, let's have Ay, wow. Teka lang, ma-picturean naman ng screenshot ang mga Archimedes. Wow, ang mga Archimedes, talagang wonderful talaga. Hello, Archimedes. How are you, class?
Good, sir. We're good, sir. Yes, we're good, sir. We're good.
So that's Archimedes. The class Archimedes always happy and always fun, cool, and also with another cool class. The grade 9 Linnaeus. What did we see?
The sign, Colby's aggressive action. The referent, determination to win.
Yeah. So sign and referent are really important so we can understand, the action and the image. Okay. Similar to the poem also have signs and meanings or reference. So we're gonna get to know this as we go along. We're gonna be reading two poems, The Lamb and the Tiger. Later on, one more poem, The Road Not Taken. And we're gonna try to see and find what are the signs in this poem and what are the reference. So let's start this. Let's have for stanza number one, let's hear from Wilsel. Wilsel's raising her hand. Go ahead.
One, two, three, go. The Lamb by William Blake. Little lamb, who made you? Do you know who made you? Gave you life and did you feed? Over the meat, gave you clothing of delight. Softest clothing, woolly bright. Gave you such a tender voice, making all the vales rejoice. Little lamb, who made you? Do you know who made you? Little lamb, I'll tell you. Little lamb, I'll tell you. He is called by your name, for he calls himself lamb. He is meek and he is mild. He is a little child. I a child and you a lamb. We are called by his name. Little lamb, God bless you. Little lamb, God bless you.
See, Miss Zapanta is recognizing you, ano? Mukhang matutuwa ang audience nating makakanood nito mamaya, ano? Okay? Or in the next days, after we edited this. Okay, now that's really good. I have a question first to the class. What is the sign here? What is the focus on this poem? Wilsel.
The sign is the lamb po.
Yan, the lamb, ano? And there are many reference or meaning to the lamb. Like in the first picture, what do you mean by the lamb? Who wants who wants to answer that? Go ahead, from the Archimedes class. Go ahead.
The referent of the lamb po is innocence.
Innocence, ano yan? Talaga napakabait na nila lang yung mga lambs, ano? Now, in the second picture, there are other meanings of lamb, other reference of lamb. Here are some clues. He called himself a lamb. He is meek and he is mild. He became a little child, All right, from the Archimedes class, go ahead.
The other referent po for the lamb is Jesus po.
It says here, we are called by his name, the pronoun we. The pronoun we. Who else is the lamb? Sino pa ang lamb? Anyone?
The referent po ng lamb is tayo po. Tayo, everyone. Us.
Everyone is a lamb, we need guidance, we need spiritual guidance, like with what we see on the picture, Let's hear a poem. Okay, this time we'll have the Linnaeus, Crystal Llanos, to read The Tyger.
The Tiger by William Blake. Tiger, tiger, burning bright in the forest of the night, what immortal hand or eye could frame your fearful symmetry? And what distant keeps A deeps or skies, burnt the fire of your eyes. On what wings dare he aspire? What hand dare seize the fire? And what shoulder and what art could twist the sinews of your heart? And when your heart begins to beat, dread hand and what dread feet? What the hammer? What the chain? In what furnace was your brain? What an anvil? What dread grasp dare your deadly terrors cast? When the stars threw down their spears and watered heaven with their tears, did he smile? Did he work to see? Did he who made the lamp make you? Tiger, tiger, burning bright in the forest of the night, what immortal hand or eye dare frame your fearful symmetry?
That's very nice reading, Miss Cristelianos of grade 9 Linnaeus. And um, now I have question for the class. What is the sign in this poem? What is the focus in this poem?
The sign po of the tiger is the tiger itself po.
And what's the referent or the meaning when you say tiger?
Dangerous or fierce po.
Yan, danger, or fearsome, power, yan. Great answer. Class, that is some sign and referent in poems. You see, it's about a tiger. That's a sign, and this one is about a lamb. But really, when you really dig deeper, when you really think about it, when you ponderers, ponderings, you see that there are many reference or meaning. No, when we talk about sign, what do we mean? When we talk about referent, what do we mean?
Sign meaning symbol, referent meaning lamp, innocent Jesus us, tiger, power, fierceness.
Very good, Miss Erica. Let's talk about poems being lyrical. Yan. You are to create a poem this week. No, you've been drafting the poem last distance learning to remind you of the rhymes. Okay, let's look at the rhymes for this one. Um, Geneva Entendido. Hi,
Delight
Jen.
and delight and brighter. Voice Joyce.
Mhm.
Um, feed mid.
And class, Nigel is one of the good students in English 9. No? Also, take a look, class. There's also this consonant letter in the beginning, of the first line. What is that consonant letter that keeps on repeating?
Sir, yung letter L.
Yan, read. Is letter L, yan. The little, the lamb, life, woolly, yan. Oh, when you create poem, try to have consonant letters in the beginning of the English word to repeat. That will give you lyrical effect, musical effect. And so that's something that we can observe in the poem of William Blake. And of course, on Robert Frost's poem too. Mamaya, babasahin natin yon. Now, look at the red lines too. What do you notice? Little lamb, I tell you. Little lamb, I tell you. Little lamb, God bless you. Little lamb, God bless you.
Pansin ko po is nagre-repeat po siya. Kumbaga ano siya sir, repetition po.
Very good. Now, in a poem, you can also choose to have repeating lines. That is a technique. It's called repetition. Let's read the abstraction about the sign and the referent in poem.
Abstraction: a sign is a word, image, object, or symbol that represents something. The referent is the actual thing, idea, or meaning that the sign represents in literature. Understanding the relationship between a sign and its referent helps reader discover the deeper meaning of the text.
Some people they just see the poem at surface, but you guys You look for the sign, and of course, you will think of referent or meanings. Okay.
The Road Not Taken by Robert Frost. Two roads diverged in a yellow wood, and sorry I could not trouble both. When be one traveler, long I stood, and looked down one as far to where it bent in the undergrowth. Then took the other as just as fair, and having perhaps the better claim, because it was grassy and wanted wear. So as for that the passing year had worn them really about the same.
All right, that's really good reading. And this time, let's hear from Chantal Kahurao. Chantal Kahurao of grade 9, what? James Watt, right?
And both that morning equally lay in leaves no steps had trodden black. Oh, I kept the first for another day, yet, knowing how way leads on to way, I doubted if I should ever come back. I shall be telling this to the sign. Some were ages and ages hence. Two roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less traveled by, and that has made all the difference.
Okay, that's very nice reading. Now let's try to see if we can see the sign and the referent, or in other words, the focus, the subject, or the meanings, by answering the following question. Now let's have the two roads are not just really just roads, It represents something. It's a referent to choices in life.
2. What is the reference of the two road not taken? C. A choice or opportunity that was not chosen.
Yan. So in life, there will be some roads that you will not take.
The yellow wood symbolized in the poem. A time of change or transition.
Diba? Magaling talaga si Chantal class, okay? The yellow wood, it can, a physical, forest, with a lot of yellow colors, but those color changes is a transition, a time of change in someone's life,
Number 4. The traveler is a sign that most likely refers to a person who is making an important decision.
and making an important decision, okay? In the poem is a traveler, So, simple readers of poem would say, oh, it's a traveler. And those are just two roads. But you, class, you know sign and referent, no? You know that the roads could be choices in life, and the traveler could be you, students.
What is the main idea suggested by the sign in the poem? Our choices can influence the direction of our lives.
Very good. Okay, nice. Seems that you now know the sign and the reference, Now, when we come back in class, we were gonna do this. Okay, signs of our generation. There are many signs in this generation. May it be on TikTok, on social media, in our community, home, school, films. Okay, and it will be so nice to talk about it because there are a lot of reference or meanings to those. Okay, so when we come back to school, we're hoping for a fine weather. We're gonna do that. Okay, now you're loaded with tasks, so I just want you to draw, the tiger and the lamb, and write a short response. What would you rather be, the lamb or the tiger, and then why? As simple as that. Yeah, well done. To the class of Archimedes, thank you very much. It was really nice. It's the first time that I experienced that, yung ginagawa nating choral reading, choral reading practice. It's really the first time, It will be so nice na marinig din yan ng mga makakanood nito. Once I edited this, ang galing, I was so surprised on that one. Usually may magkakasama lang pero isa lang ang babasa, Pero lahat sila bumasa. And equally, done well, ang thinking and participation ng grade 9 Linnaeus. Although we're missing Gail and the others. Okay. Well, thank you very much, class, for having me here. Salamat sa inyong time. Thank you as well for the parents who allowed this to happen to. Okay? This is Gilvan and salamat po. Okay? May masasabi pa ba ang class? Anyone? Paula, kumusta yung kinain mo? I mean, nabusog ka ba?
Yes, sir.
Ano ba yung minirienda mo, if we may ask?
Ano, sir? Rice?
Rice?
Burger? Kikiam. Okay na.
Wow. Kikiam. Ang sarap
Bakit
ng
parang
ganyan.
pan-dinner na yan, be?
Answer daw, Paula. Pan-dinner na daw yan.
Diet kasi ako mamaya, be.
Oh.
Diet.
You know what, true, some people, they don't eat past 6, past 5 p.m. For the girls here and for the boys, that's true, Pero kami, kain lang kami ng kain. Hindi lang ko lang. Okay, diet din, diet. Good for the heart.
Sana nabusog ka, bes.
Yan. Archimedes, ganyan talaga Linnaeus. They're really very cool, even in class. Really cool students, Okay, sige. Well, thank you all for this, I'm just gonna edit this, and in Ponderings 2.0, we can see things that we're doing and also yung mga video lessons natin, Ponderings 2.0 because may AI na tayo at this time, Dati yung Ponderings was really mano-mano. Pero this time, let's see what happens kung may AI na, It's a simple output, Simple effort, for us and for the other grade 9s who are curious, And thank you so much, class. We may now leave this unless kakanta si Cristel or si Paula,
Si Paula daw, sir.
Crystal, sample nga, sample.
Sample, bigi.
Sir, si Paula daw, sir. Magmamike pa daw siya.
Also, ang James Watt natin, si Chantal, nag-iisa, Kasi kanina, ang kasama ko mga James Watt, Very good, yan, si Chantal, napakagaling na student din. Okay, si Crystal pa kumakanta talaga yan, honestly.
Lo, si Paula yun, sir. Hindi ako.
Ay, si Paula ba? Paula, isa namang dyan, Regine Velasquez.
Sa daw, araw-gabi.
Ay, si Erica pala yun, si Erica. Banda yan eh.
Araw-gabi. Eme lang.
Ayun, dali mo! Kaya tayo binabagyo, mare eh. Dali mo!
Talagang bubuhos yung ulan eh, Buhos na ulan. Ako,
Kaya kami binabaha, sir eh.
Eme lang, Eme. Yan. Alright, well, that's really nice, Sige na. Magkumain na tayo ng kikiam, saka ng, dinner. Baka mag 5 o'clock na and 6 din tayo makadiet. Thank you so much, class. Really, from the heart, very good, We did well. Okay? Ingat na lahat and hopefully we come back to class, Mahirap din kasi ang distance learning, And thank you, Sir Flandes, for suspending the classes para naman tayo malusong, sa baha, Sige po. We may now leave the meets and thank you talaga, Linnaeus and Archimedes.